Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 plays. We're playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm going down the legendary hero path. I was looking at my journal. When I was offline, I did a bunch of crusade management and some inventory management. My journal, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go back and talk to the guys back at the shrine. From the shrine that So I need to go back and tell them the bad news about the shrine. I was so dumb I wasn't paying attention. I think that I need to rest to get back my spells. I'm going to take Reggie on a road trip. We're going to do the Hellknights, and then we're going to run down and do Seilkind's thing. And then we'll come back and pick up Aru. I take Reggie instead of Aru. I can't remember if I jumped to drop here. Yeah, I've got books. I don't think I need to have that on my person. Alright. Can't remember. Yeah, I think I'm good here. I have 6s of these, so yeah, we're pretty good on protections. What am I doing? So, I think all my spellbooks are fine. I just need to rest and get them all refreshed. I'm gonna take the cheese crusade. Remember to change it this time. And let him make a potion of restoration, her scroll of haste. So. I do not flagellate myself like you do, but deep in my soul, I am just as ruthless toward myself. If I were a demon, those words would immediately precede an attack on my intended Hell Knight victim. Regil is very, very much ruthless. Alright. We're gonna go do the Hell Knights, and then we can travel on down to Seilkind's last Sarkorians here. Tell them the bad news. So we're just gonna leave. I'm not gonna take Aru this time. Again, they're not in the right order, people. Okay. The reason why I'm not taking Aru is Hell Knights have problems with demons as it is. I'm going to switch him with that position. Okay. And land goes here. Okay, we have to go over here to the Hell Knights. So it's like... Takes 17 hours to get there. Failed to sneak past the enemies prepared to fight. Oh, that's because I don't have anybody with stealth. I took away my stealth person. I forgot. Okay.
I am here all week.
I may not get up any buffs. Alright. Do I have
The
time?
world has suffered enough. Always be ready for the worst.
You're a good person. I like you.
Come on. Ugh.
I, all, everyone. to pause.
I feel like a chosen one.
Head charge. There's a bunch of archers we have to get there up on the rocks. Joel, I can't move very fast. Man, you're my only machine gunner.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's also...
Now, what am I missing?
I'm confused. And they all made their saving throw. Remember, I don't think you can... Maybe with your reach? Down one archer. Just gotta run up here. Just gotta run up here. Alright, let's see how good you are with that little gnome hook hammer.
Retreat is not an option.
Land, can you finish her off?
survive me.
And we took care of them all. Okay. I forgot that I don't have...
Beautiful.
Out we go. Gotta go to the Hellknights. Come on. Load them up. Alright, we're gonna do the Hellknights.
Here we go again.
I can't get Bismuth to go away, even though I don't have his, What the hell? There we go, cutscene time. Should be interesting, should be different because I'm under legendary path. Surround me with Hellknights, huh? The Hell Knight outpost welcomes you with a sharp and inhospitable silence. Tall figures in black, imposing armor, tower over you. There are no threats or greetings, nothing at all. Rental takes his place in the formation near the Paralictors Rentai and Diothan, but slightly ahead of them. There is barely a notable shift in his posture and demeanor. It's almost like he is getting ready to perform a wearisome and unpleasant task. You all know why we are gathered here today. The Order's emissaries will hear the results of my investigation into the actions of the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, as well as decide the fate of said individual. Explain yourself. I think it's obvious. The orders need to know whether you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. I do not consent to that. Who are you to stand in my way? Fine. I will state the facts as they are known to me. You reserve the right to speak in your own defense. Regel's voice remains cold and unpleasantly impersonal. I will start with the main reason for today's assembly. The source of the commander's supernatural powers had been hidden from us until recently, but now it is clear the emergence of these abilities was caused by Arilu Vorlesh, a criminal and an enemy that unequivocally and unconditionally must be destroyed. Whether the commander is her associate or an involuntary tool is yet to be determined. I am neither, has no means of controlling me, and any scholar of magic can attest to that. I am neither. I am neither. Arilu has no means of controlling me. And any scholar of magic can attest to that. I neither cooperate nor obey her. Well, higher ones give you more experience points usually. 4,800 experience points. If our elector Eminosarith succeeded at 26, it would be proper to present at least one piece of evidence confirming the cooperation between the commander and Vorlesh the criminal. So far, your accusation has not been supported by any proof. Let us continue. Aside from the source of the power, there is also the matter of its application. Heeding the advice of the esteemed goddess Iomide, the commander rejected the gifts bestowed upon him by Arilu Vorlesh. By doing so, he cravenly endangered the very mission of closing the Worldwound. We are left with but one key that can permanently solve the problem, and this key is a witch that is hiding not even the gods know where. Not even gods know where. Commander's decision was contradictory. He both ruined the enemy's plans and made our task significantly harder. Did you really just accuse me of getting rid of the power Rosa bestowed me against my will? Mitchell pays no attention to your words. We must also scrutinize the commander's temperament. The main question of interest to us was whether he could rely on such an ally. What if he became a puppet in the hands of our enemies? To determine this, I took the liberty of staging a test that featured several treacherous demons. And this test revealed the commander's complete unreliability. He is incapable of seeing through demonic deception and may be willing to cooperate with them, either voluntarily or as a result of clever manipulation. Judge me by my deeds, not by some artificial test. Deeds are not everything. Watching the reaction of an unprepared subject reveals much about their true nature. Enough! Paralector raises his hand, calling for silence. He and the other Paralectors exchange glances and they nod in turn. We have seen and heard enough. The verdict is clear. What we have heard is sufficient to conclude that the accusations against the commander are unsubstantiated. We have no reason to suspect our ally of treason or associating with a real village. From now on, the orders are prepared to provide all possible assistance to the Fifth Crusade. Closely, sometimes nodding in accord with the words of his fellow Paralector, then states in a weary and disagreeable voice, I disagree and officially dispute this decision. Do you intend to maintain your cooperation with the individual known as the commander of the Fifth Crusade even after everything you have heard? Unbelievable. This stupid and perfidious decision puts you on the same page with the demonic lackey we have been discussing. Paralector Dren608 is absolutely correct. Nobody has better knowledge or more in-depth experience in this matter than him. Yacker. Dren608. That's enough. We are not going to argue like cantankerous old men. This decision is final, and you know that you have no means to dispute it. That is correct, I do not, but I have a different way of correcting your stupid, childish mistake. Regil narrows his yellow eyes and gives you a piercing glare. I hereby challenge you to a duel, Commander. This is irresponsible, Dren608, but lawful. I cannot interfere, even though I very much want to. The orders refuse to support you, and you are making a fool of yourself to soothe your wounded pride. Such behavior is not befitting of player. Do I fight him? I didn't fight him last time. Last time I said I refused. That's enough, Regil. I admit that you have lost. I could agree to a duel. See if he can beat me up. I don't know what to do. I didn't do the duel last time, so let's do something different. Let's agree to the duel. I'm down the true Cavalier fighter thing. As you wish. Clear the room and make the necessary preparations. End the dialogue. Where am I? Oh, there we are. Why am I down here? Why can't you show the
Here comes trouble.
Only get one attack. Can I charge him? There's 50 damage, Regil. My turn. 8 shots.
I got this.
The end.
Enough of this farce and this petty squabbling. The verdict has been passed and is not subject to appeal. The Hellknights order have no complaints against the 5th Crusade or its commander. Indeed, we are now confident we can completely trust you, Commander. From this moment, not only will the Hellknights continue fighting in the Worldwound as allies of the Crusaders, we shall also put our elite squads under your command. The Worldwound must be closed, and we must assist you in the best of our ability. His Reginald Steely Galere. We also apologize for the actions of Paralector Reginald Dren608. He has overstepped his bounds and made a number of other questionable decisions that make us doubt his competence. He is thenceforth removed from command of his chapter and stripped of his Paralector rank, pending further orders from Godclaw headquarters. Expression's face is impossible to read. He appears unfazed as always. He simply shrugs in response to Iminos's words. I hope there will be no further understanding. There won't be, Commander. The purpose of this council was to eliminate them. Now longer Protector does not move or make a sound, but instead casts a quick glance that lets you know he'd like to speak in private. Okay, we get to talk to him later. I can talk to you later. Can I talk to him now?
I believe I owe you an explanation, Knight Commander.
I'm listening.
First, I'd like to paint you a picture of the situation I found myself in shortly before we met. I was one of the first to receive the information about an individual, supposedly chosen by the gods, who appeared in Canobris. This message was followed by the news that the Queen of Mendev had appointed this person as the commander of the new crusade. The orders reacted in every conceivable way. I imagine that you and anything even remotely related to you was being discussed in every corner of every Hellknight citadel. I did not have to be present to imagine the words spoken and the suggestions offered, nor the chaos. The orders often cannot agree, even among themselves. Anticipating the upcoming arguments, I submitted a petition and volunteered to attach myself to the new commander in order to assess his leadership and discover the true nature of his powers. But a good strategist looks far into the future. The role I gave myself was just the beginning. I watched and prepared contingency plans for every potential turn of events, such as if you turned out to be a menace that must be destroyed, or if you turned out to be a valuable asset and our best hope of triumphing over the abyssal host. An ally who must be supported, no matter the cost. I have been a Hell Knight for most of my life. I know the orders like the back of my hand. All our might, determination, and glory, as well as our weaknesses. Unfortunately, it was clear that not all of us would appreciate the tremendous potential of such an important piece showing up on the board. I could write dozens of reports, give you the most stellar of testimonies, and that still wouldn't be enough to convince the skeptics. I believe you are our best chance of healing the Worldwound once and for all.
Of course I am. It's a
There's
game.
more. I see you not as a tool or a game piece, but as an ally. And a commander with great leadership potential. Which is why it is so important to remove the division between you and the orders. For you, the worst-case scenario would have involved a war on two fronts.
So I could have defeated all you Hellknights too.
I do not think things would have gotten that far. You have proven yourself to be an ally to the entire world, not a threat to it. Still, even the loss of support from the Hellknights, or the hostility of individual highly aggressive orders, could have cost your crusade dearly. I wanted to avoid that crisis. Only a military tribunal would be able to resolve the issues between the crusade commander and the Hellknights. As formal a hearing as possible, to assure the orders they had considered the case and had the chance to pronounce a verdict. The occasion also called for a sacrifice, a symbolic victim would reinforce the impression of a successful trial and a unanimous decision. Nothing bolsters the reputation of the accused like the public humiliation of their accuser. I was the obvious choice for the role. So I organized this tribunal and did my best to ensure that the paralictors arrived at the only correct decision, given the circumstances. Of course, this meant that my reputation would be destroyed, and I would be stripped of my rank. But that's inconsequential. Such losses are acceptable.
He is just a piece of work.
I make no great fuss about the bleaching, but I do realize the full
Pause
scope
and
of
read
its
that
effects.
if you want.
The Fifth Crusade is quite possibly my last campaign. The pressures of time push people to extreme measures, and I am no exception. My aim was more than simply to prevent the Hellknights from rallying against you. I wanted to strengthen your alliance, to give you a powerful army, a strong asset in the confrontation with the Abyssal host. My gambit was successful. I am satisfied.
Not gonna banish him.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. I did what had to be done.
Still need to be told thank you.
Now that we are entirely clear, let us return to the main objective. I still hope to see the matter of the Worldwound resolved once and for all.
Okay. Is he beat up? Yes, he's beat up. Alright,
I will lend you my aid.
oh, I don't need to do that. How about if I waste a heal on you? I have a heal. Got back most of his hit points. Alright. Everybody together. Oh, I need to get on my horse.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
Everybody together. Out we go. Well, that was interesting. He has a different little thing because of your going down the path I went down. The last time he said that, you know, that the power was from Marilo Varlash and that, you know, I could be subject to whatever. And I had to say she has no control over me. This time I could have said something else because I passed a check. So, yeah, it's, I'm interested now to try out the gold dragon thing and see what he would say about me becoming a gold dragon. I'm sure there's got to be something there. Okay, I needed to get back to... Where the hell? I need to go back here, which is a very long walk. So we will have to rest once. Traveling merchant! Should be the skeletal salesman. I haven't seen him in a while. Can't remember what I had him selling. He was selling things. Hello, Mr. Skeletal Salesman. Repeat customer, yes. Let's see what you've got. I can't remember what we had you doing before. Was this, this was the... Yeah, this is the... Ooh, what do you got on? You don't have any bracers at all. This... You've got braces of 5. I can buy you braces of 8 for 64,000. I've got 442,000. Don't need diamonds. Let's just look at this. She's got Bressler's Mental Perfection plus 6. Plus 4 attention to Charisma and Wisdom. Charisma and Wisdom. Charisma and Wisdom. Who would be Charisma and Wisdom? Is that you? Intelligence and Charisma. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of Charisma and Wisdom. Who else would use Charisma and Wisdom? Oh, everybody's here. That's nice. She's just got charisma. She just had on charisma, so I could give her charisma and wisdom, which would help her will saves. So that's problems I have. Armor was nothing. Weapons was nothing, because he's... I had him selling this kind of stuff. Okay. Scrolls. Oh, he's got restoration graders. I'm buying them all. I need those a lot. He's got an icy prison mask. Let's take that. Greater bolster meta magic. I don't really need that. I can't use the metamagic rods I've got. Should we just take all of his cure potions too? Can never have too many cure potions. It's only caster level 5, so that's not gonna work. I don't you have any potions of restore? Or haste, things I want. I don't need raised deads and stuff, I don't think, because I bought a bunch of those. Right? Didn't I buy a bunch of raised deads? I got 7 here, I'm going to have 14 of those. I have 4 resurrections. And raised deads, I have 7. So I think we got enough of those things. 30,000 going that way. Do I have any armor to sell him? Yes, you can have 2 chain shafts. And you can have these shock long composite bows, because I don't need those. I meant to give that to Regil. I had a dagger +5s I was thinking about giving to what's his name, and I've got blitz cuts. I was thinking of giving him the other dagger +5. So he has nothing but daggers. Daggers to the left him, daggers to the right of him. That's +5 to axiomatic nullifying. That I'm just going to give to my dwarf. I don't really think there's anything I want to get rid of. I don't have anybody that's going to wear Rings of Evasion. I can go ahead and sell those. Get back some of my money. I don't know why I'm keeping this. Conceal your alignment. I don't think I need anybody that needs to do that. Want to keep that. Want to try that out. +4 to initiative. Might want to get that on somebody to get them up initiative, so I'm not sure about what other rings people have on. May not be able to keep that either, but these things I don't really need. Maybe I should keep one of those. Because I don't need him very often. Alright, well, spend a little bit of money. This was magical things. Okay, and then if I talk to him again, what do you sell now? Fine selection of magical, mysterical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. Personal protection. Exotic wares, no. Either personal protection or hunter. I can't remember what he gives me. Oh, next time I meet you, let's do... Alright, we'll see what the hunters is. I can't remember what the hunter stuff is. Somebody put that in one of the guides, will you? Go through each one of the ones with him and tell you what you get in each case. Continue on our way. What's my time? Oh, I'm at 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go see how far I get here. We're gonna rest.
When Iomade became a goddess, her friends probably missed her a lot, huh?
They would have been happy for her, silly. She turned into a goddess. It's not like she moved to Garand.
All right. Okay. Guess I'll put a cut in here, and then we'll go finish this thing, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. In my journal, I don't know where I can go and what I need to do. There's so many things I need to probably do. I don't think I can get to the bladesmith. I got to the Valley of Temples, and I forgot to go back here, which is what I'm doing now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport back to, or walk back maybe, to Dresden. Got to do a little bit more work with my armies here to take out some other things. Yeah, and we've got to check on what's in here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you like, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and our scheduled streams. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. As a note, I don't know if this will get out before the first stream comes up, but I did put out a poll, and I had like 2 or 3 votes within the first few days of me doing a stream slash speed run of Pathfinder Kingmaker. And the class that I gave them 2 classes. One was basically a wizard scroll savant, kind of like our Nino is, but not quite so ditzy. And the other one was to do a female monk. Each of their goals would be the wizard would be to romance the nymph, and the female monk is to romance Tristan. And my votes came back 3-0 so far of doing the monk. So it looks like I'm going to be doing a female monk. I'm torn between doing just the flat monk class and doing the traditional monk, because the traditional monk gives me better saving throws. So I may do the traditional monk because it's also less decisions I have to make as far as key powers. They just tell me these are the ones you're taking. So I don't get a choice in those. I just get choices in my bonus feats and things, which is all I really want to have to worry about. So anyway, tune in for that. That will probably be happening on Saturday mornings. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every Saturday morning, but it'll probably be Saturday mornings, for a couple 3 hours to just see how far I can go. And it's going to be, I'm probably going to skip through dialogues. I'll pop them up and say, you can pause and read these, but I'm not going to read them out loud. And I'll just make the decisions to try and get myself through it as fast as possible. And we'll just see how far I can get with each session, is the way it'll work. And later on, I may try and do the same thing with this one, using a new character class and trying something completely different. Before I do that, I want to finish this off. And I think I may just go do the Gold Dragon one just so that we have it out there on the record. Because that sounds... So far, it's been intriguing what they did with the Legacy thing, going down the Legends. If you didn't see it, please tune into the one before this, especially near the end. There is a very big surprise that you get. This is to make up for you. In the Angel thing, I had all those... the guides call them the Mighty Morphin Paladins. Targona, her brother, Lariel, Yaniel, Berenger, and Eliandra. They would show up and keep Demon Lords from, teleporting away. And then they would also, in the final battle, they kind of lead the way into various waves of demons you have to run into. At the end of the last one, I got a different set of people. It's basically someone from every other mythic path. It would be like the people that you would that would be in charge of your mythic path if you go down it. Targona was in charge of my angel path. So you get her. She comes back to talk to you, and then there's a bunch of other friendly, interesting people. So go tune that in. I'm not going to spoil it here. All right, I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.